What part of the body would be the best place to get tortured?
Legs, man.
Nah, I reckon your butt. Easy.
But
Yeah.
you walk with that thing.
What with your butt? You walk with your legs way more. Although sitting might be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like butt is
It's
like
legs, man. You can...
butt is like big and like it's got padding. It's a natural cushion. I think it's fine.
legs,
I
man.
think
You
we
can
found
do
our
without your
intro.
legs.
Oh no. Yeah, all right.
What's the best place to get tortured? I think the butt. Oh my god. All right, let's do this. Hey, welcome to episode 96 of Front Seat Gamer. I'm Nick. I'm here with Saveun
Hey, Nick.
and Blake.
Hey Nick.
How's it going,
Great.
guys?
It's going well.
Had a fantastic talk before
God.
the podcast.
Had a good
I'm
40-minute
riled up,
intro.
folks. I'm riled up.
You want to talk about it?
No, I don't want to talk about it. We were talking about bad things. Anyway, what have you guys been playing?
You want to kick us off?
I've been playing dumb mobile games mostly, but that's only because I haven't had much time to play anything because work be crazy.
Oh, we've announced our new league.
Yes, we've announced Synthesis.
Mm-hmm.
So at the moment, I am doing patch notes.
Nice.
Yep. And I'm also working on some press stuff for the PlayStation 4. So not much gaming going on other than some silly mobile games, which
How
aren't really
long-
worth talking about.
How long does it take you to get up patch notes?
It depends. It takes like a good solid, I don't know, 7 work days, 8 work days.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's so the process is I have to go through every commit since the last patch,
Man, that's hectic.
which can be anywhere between 20 and 40,000 commits, and it gets more and more as we grow. So I have to go through all of those and pull out things that are relevant, and then I have to check all of the, because a lot of times the commit notes say things like adjusted the texture.
And tweak
Yeah, or if it's Eric, it's just
the commit number.
refs
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
commit number.
Yep.
And so I
He's
have
good,
to
man.
I have to check
It's
what
funny.
files it affects, what the actual intent was.
It's funny because like for a while now I've been getting more precise with my commits,
Yeah.
but you still message me because they're almost too precise. Where you're
Yes.
like, what does this even
Yeah,
mean?
because you get technical, and I don't know. Like
Yeah.
you're saying, like rasterized the normal
I've never,
map on
I've never
a.
rasterized
don't-
anything. Like
I'm
I've
just using the terms I've heard that I don't know. So the process, yeah. So there's just a lot of pulling out these commit notes, figuring out what's actually relevant, checking them against the issues, because sometimes all of these commits don't make it in game, or they get undone, or they're just not going to be ready in time, so they're not going to be ready for the next patch. And then I have to figure out how to, if it's relevant, if it's worth communicating, how to communicate it,
yeah,
which can actually be really tricky, because like, how do you communicate like an
something that's been rustified.
yeah. Rasterized, I think. Rostified is a different thing entirely.
Oh, what have I been doing? Then?
You tell me.
Do you feel that you might need a team of people to do this soon?
So I've actually been getting a little bit of help, but yes.
Okay.
Li Ting has been helping me pull out the commit notes,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and I had some of the people who worked on the spell balance compile patch notes as best they could. I'm gonna have to go through them and make a bunch of corrections though.
Oh yeah.
Um,
So I mean, what else did you do in the league? This league.
This league, I wrote big parts of dialogue, which I can't go into too much detail about.
Yep.
And also helped, I directed the voice acting and stuff.
Do you have a line that you think will become the catchphrase? You know how you had the stupid animal. Stupid beast.
If you're gonna say the catchphrase right, Blake. It's you have been captured, stupid beast.
Yeah.
Or you are captured.
And
I
then
didn't even say it right.
let's make history.
Time to make history.
Time to make history.
Yeah. I don't know. Actually, for this league, I don't think there will be like a standout line. However, there are some chunks of dialogue that I think will affect people. I'll say that.
Are they personal attacks on people that you don't like in the community?
Yeah. There's a long rant about Blake. And
Oh no.
No, it's quite lore heavy, this league.
Yeah.
Like last league was quite. People say it was lore heavy, but what it actually was dialogue heavy. We didn't really go into much like lore or history. There's bits and pieces here and there, but for the most part, it is just like new characters. Whereas this coming league, there is much more focus on historical lore of Rayclast and some of the events and stuff. So, this one's really lore heavy, and I made some dialogue that's quite grim, and I expect we'll hear a little bit about that. But
cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. It's interesting because like a lot of the parts of leagues at this point, I work on early stuff. Like for example, I worked out the story for this league.
Oh yeah.
Which doesn't necessarily translate to dialogue.
Okay.
Like it's just like what are the motivating things? Like who are the characters? If there are multiple characters, blah blah blah.
Is this something that you'd been thinking about for a while? Because I know in the past you've maybe even off air mentioned about ideas.
Right. This one
that you'd had for quite a while.
This one was not. This one came pretty quickly.
Yeah.
They had the mechanics that they wanted, and I just sort of translated them as best I could to what I thought might fit. It fit pretty well. People were happy with it, and we just sort of rolled with it. We've got some concepts for next league, which I'm pretty excited about. It's pretty out there, but
I don't even know what's coming. So.
Well, we'll just have to talk about that off.
Wait, there's a next league. Fuck.
There is going to be
what?
I can confirm. Spoilers. There will be a 370.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nick, you better watch what you're saying, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chris. Please don't fire me. I know.
Don't
you didn't
announce
want
things before.
I know you didn't want people to know there would be a 370, but I've blown the.
We could have jumped to 380 and
oh no,
man,
that could have been what they were planning.
Now
all
they know
along.
there's going to be a 380
oh,
too.
No!
Man, these are some hot exclusives.
Yeah.
IGN, jot this down, please.
Yo, you're in the front seat now.
Yeah. Now you're in the.
This is the hot seat gamer. This is anchor seat gamer. News anchor. No, I don't know.
News anchor.
So anyway, what have you guys been playing?
Man, what have I been playing? I've been playing. Oh man, I've been playing more Stellaris.
What?
I've been playing Stellaris.
What?
Because
hang on. What?
I said I'm playing Stellaris.
Okay, yeah.
Because they put out an update like probably a couple of months ago now, but like they reworked how planets work, like how you manage planets, and it's way more kind of complicated.
That's what that game needed.
Yeah. Well, the planet.
This is too simple.
Yeah. Well, the planets like before, you just sort of like had a grid, and you built things on a grid, and then the population just automatically filled in.
Yeah.
And now it's like, now you've got, the planets are divided into districts.
Okay.
Yeah, and
what does that look like visually?
Visually, it's
paint me a picture.
It's okay.
A word picture.
So it's a panel with 4 little like pictures on.
Grid.
Okay.
A grid.
All right, not a grid.
Not a grid.
Below those pictures are a bit of a grid.
Cool.
Just a bit of a grid.
A bit of a grid.
AKA a row.
And this is going to be so hard to explain to people.
Spreadsheet. It's a spreadsheet?
It's part of it is a bit of a spreadsheet.
AKA a column.
Yeah. Thanks for the translation, Nick.
I just snorted. Oh dear.
But you've got these these 4 little pictures that represent like
I like that you say pictures, by the way. Not
they are little icons, little
you,
pictures.
you dropped the C in that.
What
Pictures.
pictures?
Yeah. The baseball pitches.
Like-
Well, how do you say pictures?
Like pitcher plants? Is that what you're saying? Pictures.
Picture.
Pick.
A pick.
K.
A pick. There were these 4 little picks.
Uh-huh.
Little square picks.
Yeah.
And below them, and they represent they represent the sort of planetary resources. So there's like food, minerals, energy, and there's sort of a new sort of resource that's like consumer goods and trade goods and things like that.
I think they had those originally. They, just were,
They
like,
had
hidden deep in like
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah. But this is a lot more surface level now. Like
Okay.
they've got like consumer goods were always part of it, but I never really they didn't matter.
Yeah.
Now they do because you like to upgrade buildings they'll require these resources.
Okay.
So consumer goods will be used and
Yep.
and you'll have to they actually matter now.
Yeah.
But so you then decide like you kind of decide like what this planet sort of specialty is going to be. So if there's like if say it's like a real fertile planet,
Yeah.
There'll be like there'll be a grid below the little pick of the of farms
Yep.
that show how many farms you can have on this planet.
Yep.
And they'll each like fill in as you build them.
Yep.
And as you build them, they create jobs, a number of jobs that are available on the planet for populations.
Right.
And the population just auto fills out, because of
Sure.
yeah. And they'll go into available jobs or jobs that they've been
So-
specialized into.
Previously, it was like you've got a grid, you build things, there can be adjacency bonuses.
Yeah.
And some squares on the grids have special bonuses
Yeah.
as well. What you're saying is now there are basically divisions, and you just fill in the division with your population, and maybe the size of the division is dependent on the planet's resources.
Yeah, it is. And
So does positioning matter at all?
there's no positioning. Because
does
what shows where you see the available jobs is just a list.
Yeah.
And populations will just fill in
Right.
the blanks on this list.
so do you still get like weird bonuses?
You get like you get planetary bonuses. So there's also like the what I guess is the bonuses now is just what were they called? Remember like spots on the grid before where you had to clear it because there was like a
Yes,
volcano
like a hazard or
there,
whatever.
a hazard, yeah.
Sure.
So there's those things are still there, but they often cover a bonus of the planet.
Oh, okay.
So you'll
So you
clear
have to
it.
unlock the bonus.
Yeah, so you
somehow.
kind of have to unlock the bonuses
Yeah.
as you go. And some planets will just have some bonuses.
Yeah.
And you can see a list of planetary bonuses, and they actually have a little bit of flavor text. Like they'll be like, mineral caverns or something, and they'll have a little picture of some mineral caverns.
Yeah.
Like, and then you'll get to like plus something to minerals or whatever. And
Then give me the flavor text.
yeah. See, I'm good at
Let's do it.
I don't know, like
Give me some flavor text.
sparkling minerals or something.
Oh, so
sparkling
it's just-
crystals and
It's just the name of the thing is the flavor text. Is that what you're saying? No, I'm lost now.
The flavor text is describing the thing that it is.
Yeah. Okay. But that's separate. Mineral caverns is the name, not the
Yeah.
flavor text. Correct.
yeah.
Okay.
The,
So-
the flavor text. Okay.
Hit me with some flavor.
Okay. Maybe there's not a flavor text. Maybe the name is flavorful.
Okay. So there's
All
a
right.
flavorful name.
It's a flavorful name.
Okay.
The flavor is in the name.
Okay.
All right.
Much like the Milky. No, I don't.
I thought
Milky Way.
I thought Stellaris was like a space fighting.
Yeah, it is.
simulator.
But this is then.
Space fighting
Yeah,
simulator.
it is. It's a space empire building game, but like this last expansion really focused on like planet building.
Here's what it sounds like. Now, okay, a full disclaimer: I haven't played this new changed version, but it actually sounds like they've made it more complicated and less strategic.
No, it is. It's more. It's. I think over the whole of the empire, it's more strategic. Like you're thinking strategic as like because you used to get adjacent bonuses.
Well, not just that, but like planets had certain bonuses on certain tiles, and so
Yeah.
not you could capitalize on those bonuses using adjacency and filling, like planning out which tiles you want to fill in what
Well,
order,
I
and
mean,
that
you-
all sort of like
They still have. They have that more like you see what planets have these like bonuses themselves,
Yeah.
and then you decide what to build.
yeah.
It's not like you're not really planning where you place buildings anymore.
Okay,
You're just sort of planning what this planet is going to specialize in.
right. So that
and then
sounds like it's
kind of going
simplified.
from there. It sort of is simple. Yeah, it is. Once you get your head around it, once you sort of get into it,
Yeah.
you realize it is quite simple. It's just the interface, I think, is a little bit.
Right. So
less-
they made it more complicated looking, but less
Oh yeah,
strategic.
it's absolutely more complicated looking. Like before, it was just a grid, and you just clicked on a thing and said, "Build this here."
yeah.
Now it's like
Here's a whole new user
now
interface
it's
with multiple
now it's a
things
whole
to
new
care about.
interface with like nested sort of like
Ugh.
like lists and
Yeah.
Drop down menus,
drop
that kind of thing.
some drop down stuff. It's
You know what? My interest dropped down.
Oh,
it's I actually I kind of like it more now.
Oh, okay.
I like it much better. Like it just
Why?
because it just feels more like a management thing. Like
What didn't you like about the previous version?
well it just seemed very basic. It didn't like you're just plopping down
It's true. You
buildings.
just build things and then upgrade them.
Yeah.
What I always didn't like about that was you would easily forget about a bunch of planets and because you're doing combat or whatever, or finding stars, whatever it is, and then you go, oh, I've got all these resources, and you go to all your planets and be like, upgrade,
Well-
and it was just like a sequence of clicking a button.
Yeah. Well, here's this is something kind of new as well. When you do get to a point where you can upgrade buildings,
Yeah.
Now a lot of the upgrades require new strategic resources.
Okay.
Remember how
Yeah.
before you had strategic resources that,
Yeah.
that just did stuff and you just got them and you never really spent them.
It just gave you a passive bonus.
It just gave you a passive bonus. Now
Use
it's
it to
like
trade.
now it's like this building will require like terraforming gas or something. One
Right.
terraforming gas per month to upgrade. But
Okay.
the bonus, like the extra thing it gives you for upgrading is like way higher.
Right.
Then it'll be like, say it's like a mining like station,
Yeah.
a mining like facility, and it'll give you like I don't know like plus 10 minerals, and then you upgrade it, but it uses this strategic resource, and it's like plus 30 minerals. Like it's a huge upgrade.
huge
So then you're more strategic on like what
What happens
you're upgrading.
What happens if you lose that resource?
I've like gone into the. I don't know actually. I actually don't know if you lose that and you can't, and that facility can't run. I think it would probably just stop giving you, stop working. It will stop running.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but then I mean that's cool because then you're fighting over resources.
Yeah,
you know?
I actually quite like that because
Yeah.
it means that now there's like, if you know that your opponent is banking on all these strategic resources for their structures,
Mm,
you can then go after the strategic resources rather than the structures.
yeah, yeah.
kinda neat.
It's cool, and some buildings now create the strategic resource.
What?
So you'll get like, you can create like
So you can create
factories that
a
will
chain of structures that are reliant on other structures.
Yeah,
that give
yeah.
you huge bonuses.
Yeah.
Interesting.
which is quite cool.
Yeah. We should do another Stellaris night at work, probably.
Yeah, we should. I really haven't played for ages. I was like several DLCs behind.
Yeah,
And I just got this one, which has added megacorps
Mm.
as a mega corporations as a government type.
Mm. I think we're living in that version of Stellaris.
Yeah, but it's cool. I'll be real keen to try that again at work.
Saveun,
Hey.
what have you been playing?
You know what? A Red Dead update came out for their online thing. So
I
check that out.
have heard. Here's all I know about that.
Mhm.
I saw a Reddit headline
Mhm.
that said the most recent update made it worse.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fake
How?
news.
Okay. Well,
No
Those are
battle
opinion
royale.
pieces.
it's been proved wrong. What do you think?
It's okay. I just downloaded it, ran around a little bit, got some swag from Rockstar. But yeah, I haven't actually played any of those modes.
Okay.
Any of those new modes. I just ran around in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. It's still gorgeous. And I've been playing this Apex game that we talked about in the last episode.
Mm-hmm. You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's good.
Is that like your main gaming focus at the moment?
Yeah, I'm playing it way more than any other thing right now.
Wow,
It is pretty surprising.
That's
Dude, I'm
amazing.
not even doing well.
Is it? You were playing Rocket League quite a lot until.
Yeah, I was.
Do you still play Rocket League?
Nah, shit, no.
Has Apex replaced Rocket League?
Yeah, for right now, yeah.
Interesting. It's kind of like are you getting into the competitive side of it, or
I'm just trying to kill people.
Just-
you know what I mean?
yeah?
I'm
Standing
just-
in there trying to kill people,
But
Yeah.
You know what it's like.
man, some people are good
Yeah.
at that game.
When we who was I talking to who was like saying how it's so demoral. Oh, it's so funny when you come up against someone of your same skill level because like these people
You're just missing?
who are talking who were terrible and they're just like missing.
Yeah.
But then some awesome dude comes in and just like jumps around,
Wipes
does
out
a whole
both of
bunch
you.
of flips in the air and just like kills both of you in like one go and then runs off.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
Man, it's one of those games where you really need like a quick reflex.
Right.
And yeah, I tried to like whimper and hide from this battle.
Yeah.
And I went under this building and another person was hiding under there and killed me.
Man, is there proximity chat?
No. I think it's just team chat.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, we're not even using team chat.
Oh yeah.
It's real stupid. Like, some people are probably in there talking, they're coordinating properly.
I should play. I should get in on this. I should
Nick.
join your squad.
Nick,
She has
get
done.
in. Get in, man.
Show you how to die real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do that, man.
You also were witness to, although you didn't participate in,
Mm-hmm.
a Smash Brothers tournament
Oh, yeah.
last night
Mhm.
at GGG. What did you think?
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit while we were there. I thought some of the costumes were cool. Some of the characters were cool.
Uh-huh.
It was cool. But I think Ash kind of knew he was going to win, right? Was that kind of going into it? He knew that.
I don't know if Ash knew he was going to win, but I think everyone else speculated that it was going to be Ash or Chris.
And it did come down to Ash or Chris,
Yeah.
who have both been on the podcast. So
Yeah.
good for them.
Yet still, boo.
But Nick, you did really well.
I did okay. I did a lot better than I was expecting. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I made it to the semifinals. I actually beat Ash in my first round. Like we in the what do you call it? The preliminary rounds.
The heats.
Yeah, during the heats, I went up against Ash first thing, and crushed him. No, I didn't crush him. I barely won.
You went the slowest character on the
I
planet.
was playing King DDD.
Yep.
And he was playing Rob, and I beat him.
Rob is like the way he plays Rob, it just looks so unstoppable. Because that's what happened in the final. Like him and Chris were going, and he switched out. Chris was like destroying him, and then he switched to playing Rob, this little weird robot guy.
Yeah.
And
Rob is his main.
He just decimated him.
Yeah, he plays a good Rob. Mostly it comes down to he has a really good sense of timing for guarding anybody. Like he's got good aerial control.
Yeah.
Like if an opponent's in the air, he really gets Rob's aerial moves going well. And can you just juggle them and make sure that they don't get to land again, which is brutal.
I like that maneuver where his arms spin round.
That's
The helicopter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's awesome because it's super effective in real life too. That move.
Yep. You just start flailing.
Yep.
Whenever
You
I'm in a
just
fight.
spin both arms.
Yeah.
Yep.
and walk towards your opponent.
You just say, "Come at me."
Actually, I want to jump back to Apex for a second because Blake found an article, or maybe we were sent something.
Oh no, we were sent something. We've got you've got it in front of you.
I'm looking at it.
Message from listeners about.
From
about it?
Gene Terror, maybe.
Yep, sounds right.
Yeah.
You're the one with the tablet.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, you're looking at me as
Blake,
I've got nothing
is
in
it-
front of me, and you're
Blake,
reading
is
it
it Gene
saying,
Terror?
"Is that right?"
Just tell me, is it Gene Terror, Blake?
I thought it was generator.
Well, it says Gene Terror on
Well,
here.
I
so-
don't have it in front of me. Like, what are you asking me
Blake,
for?
is it Gene Terror or Generator?
I think it's Gene Terror.
Correct. So he's
Thanks. Was that a quiz?
I don't know.
I get a point.
Hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Anyway, he sent us a bunch of information. I just wanted to read out a particular quote because we talked about they just dropped this game out of nowhere and it was a big surprise. And this was the most illuminating quote I'd seen about it. This is I don't know who said it, but they said
Generator,
it to,
man.
Huh?
What?
Gene
Oh, they
Terror.
said this is McCoy saying it. Whoever McCoy is. Do you guys know McCoy?
What the hell is happening?
He's a character in no.
What is going on?
Okay, this is an
Stop
interview.
name dropping.
An
Nick.
interview with Eurogamer. Development called McCoy
All right.
said, "We're doing a free-to-play game with essentially loot boxes after we were bought by EA, and it's not Titanfall 3. It's the perfect recipe for a marketing plan to go awry. So why have that? Let's just ship the game and let players play."
That's cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was quite an insightful move
Mm.
because they are
Yeah.
quite right. If they had said we're not making Titanfall 3, it's a battle royale game with loot boxes. By the way, EA just bought us.
Yep.
Yeah, there would be some rebellious gamers rising up.
Yeah.
You know, Respawn's been with EA for a long time. They didn't just buy them. They made 2 games previously with EA.
Hey man,
Wait.
But yeah,
were
like,
they,
whatever.
Were they actually? I thought.
they might have been part owned or something, and then I don't know the details. I'm just reading the interview quote.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it makes a lot of sense.
Bring it up with McCoy, okay?
Yeah. Yo, McCoy.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah. So,
So yeah, like we were. I
Yeah.
like that sort of like proved our theories on it kind of correct.
I mean, I think
I like
everybody thought this though, right? They just
Yeah, I
didn't
get a feeling that was the case.
Well, I feel.
But I'm
pretty
hoping-
Good, about
Good
guessing
job,
right.
Blake. Hey, we're proud of you.
Thanks.
I'd like other games to drop like this, like bigger games.
Yes. I think you have to be of a certain level of notoriety to really pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
But and then there's other studios, right? Like you know how Bethesda just announced the at E3 that last Elder Scrolls.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Elder Scrolls 6.
yeah, and they just did that because people were constantly asking them about it.
Yep.
And it would have been probably really annoying for them to not say anything
Hey.
until they drop it.
Imagine if at their last press conference they had announced Elder Scrolls Blades and not announced Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah. That's
man.
true. I mean,
That
we
would
did
be-
talk about
That
that.
would
would
have really
be-
backfired.
That sure would have. Boy, I mean, then everybody would have been like, "What?" And then they would have been like, "Don't you guys have phones?"
Yeah, you want to play some Fallout Shelter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is. I mean, honestly, this is what Blizzard should have done, right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
should have just said,
Oh, yeah.
"By the way, we're working on Diablo 4 as well."
Well, they're working on multiple Diablo projects.
What does that mean, though?
That they're
Like a
working
Netflix
on
show.
multiple.
Ugh.
None of them are video games. They got a comic
It's
book.
plausible.
We got a novel.
It's yep. They should have just said it.
Yeah.
They should have just said it.
Yeah. It's weird because everyone. We talked about this before, but everyone knows that they're working on it. Like it's the worst
Yeah.
kept secret.
If they had Blizzard should have just dropped Diablo Immortal, like Apex.
Oh
They
yeah.
should never.
Yeah,
They
that
should
would've
never have
been-
announced it. They should just.
What would they
said-
have at BlizzCon?
That's their problem. They've got whatever. Figure that
Well,
out.
they've got other properties. Like
Yeah,
they had
hey,
the
hey,
Overwatch stuff.
Here's-
They
crazy
had
idea.
some-
And announced Diablo 4.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but because they've announced stuff before, like so far, like remember when they announced the the Warcraft movie, and it was like
That was ages.
6 years
Yeah.
before it was made, and they did a Q&A on the Warcraft movie.
Did they really?
Yeah, I remember, and like they really had nothing to say about it.
Yeah.
And people were asking them very specific questions where they were just like, you'll have to, wait and see.
Yep.
I mean,
it was like a
6 years
political
later.
debate.
They announced Diablo 3 in I think it was 2008.
Mhm.
So it came out in 2012, 4 years. So it's like it's not a crazy idea to announce something in advance.
But maybe for whatever reason now they just don't. They want to avoid that. They want to avoid that.
They want to avoid
thing.
a StarCraft Ghost scenario where
Oh,
they
yeah.
announce
Yeah,
something
yeah,
and then
that's
cancel it.
True. Yeah.
But that is part of like being a developer. I think for long enough, you're probably going to announce stuff, and at least being a good developer, you announce stuff and then you cancel stuff that's not good.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think they did the same with that Warcraft Adventures game, where they've actually come out since and said that we really don't want to do something like that again. Where they, I mean, it's exactly like StarCraft Ghost. They announced it, showed a whole bunch of like stuff about it, like the development went on for a while, and then they just canceled it.
Yeah, and I get that like they don't want to like disappoint fans. But
so that's why they announced
there are
Diablo
multiple
Immortal.
ways to disappoint fans. That's all. Why are we talking about this?
Apex, yo.
Yeah.
But that game's good. It came out and people were talking about it.
Yep.
Because it was so good.
Yeah, it stands up on its own.
Yeah.
I gotta download it. I gotta try it.
The one thing that bugs me, and it's just me.
About Apex?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is you can't build forts.
Yeah.
Oh, hey,
Only there was
I've
a
got
game.
a game for you.
It's called Minecraft.
Yeah.
No, it's that you got to play it with other people in a team.
Oh, you can't.
You have to
there's
be
no
in a
solo
team.
queue or
There's no
anything?
solo. Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of bummed by that.
You can just do your own thing, though.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
Yeah, you can just be like a jerk.
I just run in the opposite direction of my team and say, "Get away from me!" Yeah, I wonder why they went with that, like as the default.
It's actually fun.
Yeah?
Yeah, man, because it means like if you die, if you're somehow
you can
downed,
yeah.
then your team can actually revive you later on in this game. You're not out of the entire game.
I've played like Fortnite in a team, and that's that. But it's not.
You
the
don't
default.
get a chance to revive or anything in Fortnite.
Yeah.
I think as soon as you're out, you're out. Right?
Oh,
there's
like
a
you mean
down
out,
state.
out.
Yeah,
and
so
then-
you can
Oh,
be down.
yeah.
You can even die in Apex.
Yeah, and they can.
Your
res-
team member can pick up your beacon and revive you,
Oh.
and then you come back into the arena.
Okay, well that's cool.
It is cool, man. It means like if you happen to die early
Yeah.
on, but your team makes it through, you've got a
You
chance
can just
to still
carry
win it.
your like beacon
And
the
that,
whole way.
that happened to me.
Wow.
Yeah, and we won that game. And
Were you still in beacon form at the end?
And no, yeah,
We're like,
yeah, it's
we
just a
won, and it's just
hologram.
one guy carrying two beacons.
No, but yeah,
We did a team.
You got literally carried.
the game we won.
Yeah.
Yeah, we came back and it was awesome
Oh, that's cool.
because we outnumbered the other team.
Yeah, that's cool. But I still think it's fine to just have a solo mode. Like,
How come the other team didn't revive their teammates?
I think they were like outside of the ring and stuff.
Yeah.
It was good. It was very clutch that moment.
I mean, it is cool because like I've said this before when I was playing Fortnite that I feel like such an old man that just wants to shoot things and not build things.
You should get a team, man.
That's so typical of old men.
Old
wanting
men.
to shoot things
They
instead of build
do.
things. It's the world we live in, Blake.
Yep.
Talking about battle royales. Here's a game I did play. I haven't talked about it. Tetris 99. Have you guys heard of Tetris 99?
I heard it's on the Switch.
Yeah. It is Tetris
Battle Royale.
battle royale. You see all the other boards at the same time. Like you've got your Tetris board, and then they've got on either side of your Tetris board tiny versions of all the other Tetris boards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as you clear lines, you can send lines to other Tetris boards.
Oh wow.
And you can even target like specific ones. And there's also like AI conditions for auto targeting, so you can target based on like getting kills or who's targeting you or just at random. I played that. I'm not sure how I got it. I think maybe it comes with having like the Nintendo Online thing. You just get it for free.
Just showed up.
Well, I just was able to download it for free. I assume it's based on like I have the Nintendo Online subscription.
I think you pirated something.
I didn't. Yeah, that's what it was. I pirated
I went
an
to this
online only game.
Pirate Bay.
And it's fun. It's not like mind blowing, but they get you into games really fast.
Yeah.
You lose really fast
wow.
for the most part. I think I broke 50 once. Like I made it into the top 50 once.
Wow.
People are really good at Tetris, yo.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yep.
Tell you what, you got to spin it and then just down it straight away. You want to down.
See,
lines.
I forgot to spin. I just downed.
Oh, nah. Big
Rookie mistake.
Yeah.
I thought it was a tower building.
Get the
game.
rotation you want, and then down it.
I was really good at building the tower.
That'd be. Could you make a reverse?
It never fell over
Tetris
once.
Game?
It never fell over once.
Yeah.
I've actually played. There was back when I worked at a certain press outlet, they started doing a game development incubator thing, and I may have talked about this guy in the past. There was like a one-man development team called Cryptic Sea, and he would make a lot of physics-based games, and one of them was a physics-based Tetris, where the Tetris blocks were bouncy.
Oh, okay.
And so, like, you would rotate it and try and like shove it down, and it would bounce and like get all out of alignment. It was actually pretty fun. He had the one he was working on the most when I visited him was a physics based hockey first person game.
Okay.
It's like ice hockey, and except you're controlling the hockey stick with your mouse.
Yeah.
So he's like waving it in front of you, and it's first person, so you just see it. And I think you also controlled the skates, so you're just kind of swaying back and
It's like
forth and swinging a hockey stick around.
It's just like a quap.
It was
almost.
very quap-like, yeah. He had a lot of really interesting, weird physics games. I don't know how many. I think he sold a few games early on. I don't
neat.
know what happened to any of those games.
I have definitely seen physics-based Tetris games where the Tetrises,
Tetromino.
the Tetris are
Okay.
bouncy. Like
Okay.
just recently too, actually, because I saw a thing on Twitter popped up where someone was like, "Here's this game," and it was like bouncy
Tetris.
Tetris.
Mm.
It looked really cool.
Maybe it wasn't him. Maybe I'm
Well, I
just
mean,
assigning a game.
dude,
to-
like more like it's like more than one person would come up with that idea. Like
no, just one.
only one person
Yeah.
per idea ever.
And it was this guy.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's why there's only one first-person shooter.
Yeah. Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
So we also got a message from a listener to try a game.
Is this my cue to read it out?
No, I didn't write it down. But
What's happening?
but this is the story. Is that we got a message to try this game called Devotion.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's a Taiwanese like horror game that looks a little bit like Amnesia kind of thing. Like you're walking around a creepy house and there's like creepy stuff. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll check that out. I added it to my wish list. And then the next day, it was in the news that it had been taken off Steam. The developer had taken it down from Steam after Chinese players had downvoted it so
Like
much.
review bombed
Review
it?
bombed it.
Yeah.
Because there was a poster in there that was like making fun of the Chinese prime minister.
Wow.
And what was the poster of?
It was a saying comparing the prime minister to Winnie the Pooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is actually like a super, super common thing. Common enough that like, yeah, images of Winnie the Pooh are banned.
Yeah, I found that out from like I think Big Fat Quiz of the Year where they said like why was Winnie the Pooh banned from China?
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, it's because he's not wearing any pants. Surely, like people are weird about that. It's like no,
Nope. They're fine with that.
Yeah. But like, man, what a weird coincidence that we get told to like try this game and then the next day it's like all in the news. Yeah.
So how was it?
I added it to my wish list.
Yeah. Well, thanks for sending that in, dear listener.
The developer has since said that they're gonna put it back up on Steam, and they're after some QA work is done on it, which is them just probably deleting that poster.
They'll probably just put a photo of the prime minister with like a bad slogan underneath.
Wow. doesn't look like a good. Like, could you imagine that poster? Did they show an image of this
I
poster?
mean, it's in what's Taiwanese? Like, it's in that language, not.
I think
It didn't-
Taiwan speaks Chinese.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I think.
But yeah, it's well, I mean, it's not in English and there's no pictures. It's just words.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's just like, it's like an Easter egg. Like you got to really notice it to
You gotta hunt for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
because it's on a wall with a whole bunch of other weird like.
Interesting.
creepypasta
When
stuff.
you said posters, I was like, yeah, all right, that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
But if it's just
it's not
text-
like a billboard.
yeah.
You know, it's a poster in a dark room, in the dark corner of a dark room,
Wow.
amongst a whole bunch of other posters.
Hey, how long do you think you could get someone to play a game that you sell as a horror game, and it's in a creepy house that's dimly lit, and
Yeah.
there's nothing weird?
Well, people
but
people
you-
thought Gone Home was gonna be
horror?
a ghost story.
Well, but even that has like gameplay elements. If it's just literally you make a nicely rendered house
Yeah,
with some slightly spooky lighting.
Yep. Creaky doors. Creaky floors.
Yes, yeah.
What about a
Creaky
hallway
creaky
that
sound
keeps
effects.
repeating?
Flickering light bulbs.
No, just
I don't
a
think
house?
I don't think no weirdness, no flickering light
Yeah.
bulbs.
None. Okay.
However, you add light switches so people can turn lights on and off.
Yeah.
And
Multiplayer.
Oh, actually, what you have, yes, multiplayer, but you can't see other players.
That's creepy. man.
It's a poltergeist simulator.
but you still see their effect.
You still see their effect. You see everything they interact with, bumping tables, chairs, switching
You can
lights
pick
on.
up objects and
Yeah,
move them
pick up
around.
objects.
Oh, that's good.
What's the
And you don't
good.
say anything to anyone.
Yeah.
Like they don't know that
there
this is what's
it's just
happening.
like matchmaking happening in the background.
Yeah.
Oh,
And they
that's
just
good.
think it's part of the game, and then people will be talking about it, being like,
But you get. Here's the other thing. You give them no objectives.
"Yeah,
You give them no way to leave the house. You also make their like movement speed really slow,
oh god."
so they have to.
What about spooky music?
No music.
No music.
no
no,
music.
no,
It's
there's-
just branches against the windows.
Oh no, there's
There's
radio,
a radio.
that you can turn
Yeah,
on
yeah.
and off.
There's a radio, and it only plays music from the 1920s.
Oh god, that's spooky.
The part where you can't leave is
Yeah,
not
you
cool.
can't leave.
You can't leave. Yeah. Maybe you can go outside, but there's a gate. And
No, you
can't
go
get
to the
past
front
gate.
door, and it's just like you have a little animation of trying to open the door, but it's
Yes.
Mm,
You don't have
Kind of.
the right keys.
yeah,
mm,
And there's a basement.
interesting.
yeah.
I-
There's
do
a
you think people, do you think people would enjoy that game? I think that the online thing is a stroke of genius.
Yeah.
Hey, if you think you would enjoy that game, email us at frontseatquestions@gmail.com and then also help us develop it.
What about Battle Royale?
Yeah, 99 players,
Yeah.
one house,
yeah, there's 99 players that can't see
no
each other. One-
objectives.
Shit's just flying around everywhere.
You're just walking into the circle. It's got one object and everyone's hitting at it.
Yeah.
There's just one lamp.
Yeah.
Everyone's hitting the switch. Love it. You guys got anything you wanna?
I've been playing a bit of Hollow Knight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about. Hollow
Yeah,
Knight.
it's really cool. I'm really getting a Dark Souls vibe from it.
Yes.
Well,
I've
that
seen
really put me off of it.
I've put you off Stellaris, and now I'm putting you off Dark Souls.
Stellaris has got a real Dark
Knight.
Souls vibe to it.
Yeah,
Ugh,
yeah.
I don't think so.
But yeah, it has this like kind of Dark Souls vibe. Even
Okay.
right from the start, just the sort of theme of it. You go into this like this abandoned village, and there's one depressed like kind of guy there, like in Dark
Yeah.
Souls, where you meet the depressed guy at the first bonfire.
I got enough depressed guys in my life.
Is he a quest giver?
Uh,
What do these guys do?
Well, in Hollow Knight, he just sort of tells you a bit about the world, and is like, well, this town used to be, a good town, but
Mm.
one by one, the citizens went down this well and never came back.
Oh wow. Okay.
Stop going down the well.
and so you
like-
know what you see, you know what you do? You go down that well, and you meet the citizens that used
Why would
that used
you
to live
do
up there.
that?
Oh, they're living down there
There
now?
are people down there, yeah, and you
Ah.
meet them, and it's quite cool, and they're all like, they're all sort of like, one guy is like a map maker, so he's just going down there making maps of this huge like labyrinth basically, and then somebody else is like down there for adventure, and other people are just
They were just there to
being
get
weird
water.
and depressed. Yeah,
I got thirsty one day. So I went down the well.
Went down the well.
And
Never,
here I am.
Never found my way back. But it's like it's cool because like the sort of theme of this world is that it's like this fallen underground kingdom that used to be really prosperous and has just fallen into like complete disrepair.
That's cool.
But they've still got like it's all sort of this Victorian style thing. So you go to these like there's like elevators that are like all these like cogs and like
Sounds very
thin
steampunk.
sort of a little bit steampunky. Well, I mean steampunk is kind of Victorian in any way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's got this cool like vibe to it that I really like.
Nice.
Yeah, and I haven't gotten too far into it. I've only like just beaten the second boss. But man, it's fun. I'm really liking it. I'll probably talk more about it next time. Yeah.
I will talk about briefly an idle game. I've been playing, of course, a lot of idle games because I don't know why. I like to explore them. They have interesting mechanics about specifically player retention mechanics. I find interesting. But one of them I've been playing is the Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, you
game.
did talk about this.
Did I?
Well, you said that.
Dang it.
You said that you helped them out with their schemes.
Yes, you do. It's not a good game. And here's I'm still playing it because like, you know what? I don't even really know because I'm hoping to like hit some new element.
Yeah.
I don't think I will. Here's the biggest mistake they've made. They've moved the goalposts.
Right.
You should never move the goalposts in an idle game that's like live.
How did they do that?
Well, they've done a few things. First of all, they stopped doing any offers. So, like a lot of free-to-play games, they'll have like, for the next 24 hours, you can buy this bundle.
Yeah.
And they were selling, when I first downloaded the game, which was like quite, like shortly after they launched, they were selling these bundles, and the currency, their premium currency is eggs, because I guess in the show, at some point, Frank tries to sell Green Patty's Pub eggs, and so that's the premium currency, and so you can buy their bundles with eggs.
Okay. And
their bundles were weird because they've got this limiting resource called beer. You use beer to upgrade your cards.
Yep.
And you can buy beer with your eggs, but if you bought a bundle, it came with a lot more beer as well as cards than you would otherwise get if you spent that same amount of eggs on just beer.
Okay.
They've stopped doing those. So I've been saving eggs, waiting for them to do another bundle.
Mm-hmm.
I want to buy a bunch of beer, but they just haven't done it. The other part of this is they have these goals. The way you progress through episodes, because they each like cycle is an episode of Always Sunny, which I think is the coolest part of the game. They're very loyal to the Always Sunny sense of humor, and
are these like actual episodes?
Yeah, they reference
cool
real plot lines. One of the things that they have like objectives. It's like earn this much cash, upgrade these things, whatever it is. And they always have two persistent ones. One of them is collect beer, and beer is only given on a timed basis, or you can buy it. And the other one is, you can also spend beer, and the other one is like upgrade cards. And if you upgrade a card, it's just like upgrade a card and you clear the objective. And it doesn't really matter if you're upgrading like a low level card or a high level card, you just get the thing. And so obviously when that comes up, the like correct behavior is to upgrade a low level card because it's the cheapest way to clear that objective. They've got the spend beer thing. It used to be like spend 300 beer, which is a lot, because you only get like 100 every 4 hours or something like that. It's now like spend 1,600 beer.
Whoa.
It's insane. And it jumped like that.
Wow.
It jumped after an update. Not cool, guys. Not cool.
What do you think that... Why? Why do you think
Oh, because they clearly are not making money.
Yeah.
They did not do the maths right. Because their bundles were all weird.
Yeah.
I have not felt incentivized. Like, okay, right now I have like 600 or something eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm loading it up now because I want to tell you how much I would have to pay for 600 eggs. You earn eggs by doing like gameplay loops and cycles and upgrading things. But if I wanted to buy eggs, also the loading times have spiked up. I don't know why. Guys, what are you doing? To buy 600 eggs, I would have to spend, oh my God, like $40 US, something like that, which is too much.
Yep.
Don't play these games, Nick. Yep. Damn it. There are good games out there.
Yeah.
But yes, there are good games out
Playing
there.
Apex
but
and you don't have to spend
you know
that
what?
much.
Yeah.
You learn a lot from a bad game as a game designer, and it's important to figure out why something is bad, why something feels bad, and also what is keeping you around even despite bad mechanics. There's lessons in all of these things. So I play a lot of these games.
I mean, what is keeping you around with that?
I want to see like if there are more episodes. There are cards I haven't unlocked. I haven't figured out what the conditions.
Is it just because you like Always Sunny?
That's a big part of it.
If it was a different
I probably would have dropped like it's hot.
Drop it like an egg, like a hot egg,
like a hot Patty's egg.
Yep.
Yeah, I would have stopped probably a long time ago. But they've done a good. There are elements that they've done really well. The art style is really nice. Like all the characters are recognizable and they're like interesting and funny, and
cool.
and the plot lines they've done some slight tweaks to the like actual storylines for art asset saving reasons, but they've done a good job. And like the cards are all these weird side characters, and they're loyal to certain parts that are really that stuff is really well executed. But God, their mechanics are terrible.
Yep.
Anyway, that's all I got to say on that.
Does it? It doesn't feel like it was a copy paste from another game or anything, does it?
I haven't investigated. I think the developer has also done an idle game for Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, okay.
I haven't looked into this really.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if there weren't shared.
I can imagine it being almost identical then, because Trailer Park Boys is sort of similar.
There's a very similar tone.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. So I would be surprised if there wasn't like a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, that's that. Have you guys got a good idle game that you've been playing, listeners? If you have been playing a good idle game, email us frontseatquestions@gmail.com. Let me know. Or you know what? You could even tweet at FrontSeatCast. Just tweet the game name.
I was playing over the holidays a mobile game.
What?
That
You don't play mobile games, Blake.
Yeah, I know, but I was doing some traveling, and I needed stuff to pass the time, and I found the perfect mobile game for it. And I think you've talked about this maybe like a year or maybe two years ago. That Polytopia, I think it was called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where it's like this.
It's like mini Civ.
Yeah, it's like mini Civ, and like, man, I had like a couple of 3-hour bus rides, and they just flew by playing this game. It was great.
It's interesting because that game did not stick for me at all.
Yeah.
I played, I think, maybe 2 great games of it. Each game is like 30 turns.
Yeah.
And I played 2 games, and I was like, cool, I get it. And I never played it again.
This is how much I liked it. I bought one of the Civs in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I spent real dollars.
How much?
I don't remember. Neg-le-ble. Like hardly anything.
Pitcher.
Pitcher. I'm not even going to attempt to say that word again. I don't know why I can't say it.
Which word is that?
I'm not going to say it.
Which word were you trying to not say, though?
Nothing. Forget it.
I don't think I can ever forget that. Like, you will never live this down.
But yeah, it didn't cost anything like worth.
Cost negligible. Dollars. That's good. Saveun, have you played any mobile games recently?
No, I can't think of a good mobile game apart from the one I'm developing.
Zing.
No.
Mobile burn.
Yeah, if you have some, I'm interested.
I've played some. I've played a lot of games. I don't know if I mentioned this one last time. I played a trivia. I'm a big trivia fan, and I played a trivia game that was like similar to a battle royale. It's like a battle royale trivia game where you are given like two answer choices and you choose it, and if
Okay.
you're wrong, you're eliminated
Yeah.
Oh, that's
immediately.
cool.
And like you can see all the other people playing,
Yeah.
and they get knocked off, and like awesome conceptually. But some of their questions are and answers are wrong.
Oh no.
Like it was
Can you
like
remember one?
yeah, the one that made me stop playing. It was like was it true or false? A bee could flap its wings 11,000 times a second. True or false? The answer is false, but the game said it was true, and I was like, well, that's surprising, and so I Googled it. What they meant was 11,000 times a minute.
Oh.
And I think this is a Korean game that was translated, but I don't think they've done a great job translating, and I think there are multiple questions where I was like, I'm pretty sure this is the answer, and I got it wrong.
Oh man.
And so it's like, to play a trivia game where the answers are wrong?
Yeah.
That's not.
So is that the only answer that you saw was wrong, and you're just like, I can't trust this game now. It's broken my trust.
There were a few that I was suspicious of.
Yeah.
But I screenshotted that one. And I was like, this is definitely wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, so when I looked into that one and discovered it was wrong, I was like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah.
It only takes one thing to be wrong on a trivia game for me to be like, pretty upset.
It sounds weird saying a bee flaps its wings.
Yeah,
like,
I was hung up on that too.
Yeah.
Because they swim, right?
swim through the air.
You know what I mean?
Okay, Blake, how would you describe it?
Well, I don't know. Buzzes its wings or something.
Buzzes its wing.
I don't know, but flaps is
Yeah,
it sounds wrong, like a bird flaps its wings.
Yeah. So you're saying a bee doesn't do that?
A bee, there should be another word for it because it just feels wrong.
Why does it feel wrong?
Because saying flaps
because of
makes
the
it sound
speed?
like it's
Is it because of the rate of?
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay,
yeah.
so does a hummingbird flap its wings?
That buzzes. It buzzes its wings.
I'll tell you another mobile game I've been playing. Hit the Light.
Oh yeah.
It's just like one of those brick breaker ones, but they made it look like neon lights.
Cool.
So kind of satisfying. That's all. You guys got anything? Why don't we read a question? Because sometimes we do that. Okay, this is I just read the first line. This is from Kirudra on YouTube. You missed the big kick in the nuts regarding the Metro debacle. They had accepted pre-orders on the Steam store with the game at $60. Later, when they switched to an exclusivity deal with Epic, they priced the game at $50 there. They also weren't refunding the pre-orders made through the Steam store. Edit. There was also a tweet made after the Steam bombing where the presumed developer, I think it was a dev, but I can't remember, tweeted something along the lines of, if PC players want to complain, next time Metro won't be on PC. Well, fair enough then.
Yeah.
Review bomb the crap out of that, in my opinion. If people are being dicks about their business model, and if they won't refund you,
It's the
that's scummy.
the thing that gets me is the tweet. If that's like actually
yeah,
true,
that's legit.
like, oh man,
I mean,
that makes me want to review bomb them just for them being a dick about it.
Yeah, sure, I get that, but people are jerks. I get that. So like, I can let a dumb developer comment fly, but if they're gonna undercut another retailer and not refund, that's pretty scummy. I think we might actually be out of time now.
Yeah.
Looking at the clock,
We're
so
at an hour.
looks like Blake's really itching to get out of here. I'm kidding.
I'm not. I mean, this is my house. Let me get out of this dump.
Yeah. Just let that hang.
Yeah.
Get in contact with us, guys. We're on Facebook, facebook.com/FrontSeatCast. YouTube.com/FrontSeatCast is where we upload videos. And sometimes we stream live on twitch.tv/FrontSeatCast. Have you twitched recently?
I'm going to be on it tomorrow.
You gonna Twitch tomorrow?
Yeah.
Twitch a bunch?
A little bit.
How much twitching?
We'll see how long I can last.
What are you gonna Twitch?
I think I'm going to play some Ashen. The thing is, like, when this comes out, it will be in the past. So.
Yeah. So
Right.
it was
So it won't really work.
2 days ago that you
Tune in 2 days ago and watch Saveun.
Yeah.
Why don't you Twitch after the thing comes out?
After what comes out?
The podcast.
I will, man. It's always after a episode, you know?
Yeah.
Have you got another Twitch planned?
No, but no. It's because I'm short on time, Nick. I'm a busy person. I'm doing stuff.
we
But
go.
maybe I can
Another one of those brags that you do.
maybe I can Twitch modeling something or something.
You gonna Twitch a model? Some
Maybe.
Twitching models?
Maybe if people are interested. Those seem to be
Hey.
the best because I get a bit of audience like involvement. Like there's some good chat
That's cool.
stuff going
Yeah.
on.
Hey, if you want to see some models Twitch, tweet at FriendCast and say hashtag Twitch that model.
Blake, are you getting on it? Are you getting a webcam at some
Yeah, I
point?
want to get a webcam this year.
You want to get a
Do it.
webcam
Yeah, yeah.
at one of the next 10 months of this year?
Yes.
Jesus. All
I'll
right.
It's a
get
lofty
one. I'll
goal,
get one.
Blake.
I don't know if you
be-
can do it.
You know what though? I believe in you.
Dude, well, I remember
can do
last
it.
year saying to myself, like, I would get a TV,
Mm.
and as you can see, I still haven't gotten a TV.
Why a TV
Why would you want a TV?
I need a better TV.
in 2019?
Just get
No,
a-
in 2018, I said to myself, I'm going to get a TV,
Yep.
and 2018 passed, and I didn't get a TV.
maybe this year.
Maybe this year I'll get a TV. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Maybe this year I'll get a TV.
I believe in you, Blake.
And I might also get a webcam. And,
Nothing
and do
is
some
good
clipping.
on TV. Why would you even buy a TV?
to
Like,
watch Netflix.
what?
Netflix is good.
Netflix, plug my PlayStation into.
You know what's weird is like tablets, phone, monitors. Like you,
Nah,
you
I
can,
wanna-
you
I
can
want-
get Netflix
I
on
want
all
TV.
that.
I want to lie on the couch.
Oh, okay. You got a tablet. You
Yeah,
know?
look, I've got multiple things. I can lie on my bed and watch a tablet.
So
Yeah.
for someone
I
who
can
cares
recline
about
in this chair.
visual fidelity,
Yeah.
and
Thing is,
like,
I've got a nice TV.
yeah, you're the one going on about TVs, and you're like, what do you need a TV for?
Hey, Saveun, how much did you pay for your TV? Don't answer that question.
a little bit. But, yeah, it's weird because I was thinking about it today. Like, I'm on my phone all the time because it does everything. You know,
You're not playing Red Dead on your phone.
it's true, but I could.
You couldn't.
Yeah, I got like streaming set up at home. So I think I could play it through my computer and stream it to my phone.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? You should do it. Let me know how that goes.
And Twitch it at the same time.
Oh, you reckon?
Yeah.
That twitching part
Get
may
a,
be a little tricky.
set up a webcam above your phone. You gotta hold it at the right
Yeah.
angle so
Yeah.
the glare is right on.
Yeah.
All right.
There were some. I remember seeing some videos of some very old YouTube gaming channels where that is how they captured.
Yes.
Screens.
Yeah. I mean, that was the original Twitches. All the twitching that we're doing now. We look back at Justin TV.
Yeah.
And people were justining on their TVs back then, in the same way that you described. Camera pointed at the screen.
Yeah.
We're on Spotify, guys, and we're on iTunes. Rate us and tell your friends and stuff. This is probably my best outro ever. What do you guys think?
I think we had a lot of like really good listeners. We had some good material before the podcast.
No,
No?
we
No.
absolutely didn't.
No? All right.
It was all about Alex Jones.
Here's the
That's a
inside scoop,
different
guys.
podcast.
They want me. Blake and
They-
Saveun really want me to listen to Alex Jones.
Because he was just on Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I can't stand the guy. I think he's a bad person. Alex Jones, if you're listening, I don't like you. I think you're a bad person.
Man, what
Cool your jets, man.
get your life together. Stop it with all of the yelling and bullying. Stop trying to make money off of people being stupid. Just be better. That's all.
Oh, he's
Tweet at
passionate,
FriendCast.
man.
Huh?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I got nothing.
There was. Oh man, there was a. I'm not going to talk about it.
All right,
we
we
should
out
wrap
of
it
here.
up. Get on.
Hey, we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
After Synthesis launches, we can talk about some Synthesis stuff. That's it. Bye. What was I swearing about?
Oh,
I'm so
Synthesis.
curious.
You know about us swearing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't.
These words, Nick, they feel great when you say them.
Yeah.
I
Do you
don't
ever get
deny it, but we are limiting our audience. I really want that 5-year-old market.
Jeez.
Don't make that the intro. Please don't make that the intro. That's not okay. It's not okay, Blake.
That's the best. That's so good. Oh, awesome. That's good stuff.
God damn it. You know, I'm just gonna stop talking before we're not gonna do sound check anymore.